Hello. This is General L. Please feel free to call L. Well, we lit present. The third topic we offer is work creator, enabler or an enhancer. Dwayne Hendricks, CEO of Tetherless Access, said, living a digital life has made it possible to be self-sustaining financially. I spend a great deal of my day online, and being hyperconnected makes it possible to find all the things I need to have a decent quality of life. The type of life I'm leading now would not have been possible 30 years ago. I take comfort in the fact that I've had a hand in shaping a part of this thriving digital web. Michael Rogers, a futurist based in North America, said, I now live half the year in the Sicilian farm country where, thanks to wireless internet access, I can do most of my work. 10 years ago that would have been quite impossible. One of the things I most like about Sicily, besides the obvious attractions, is that while there is plenty of Facebook and email and Twitter, the digital lifestyle has not colored private and public life so much as it has in my other home, New York City. Sicily remains a far more face-to-face culture. Why that is the case and how long it will continue is a longer story, but it is ironic that I'm using the new digital tools to avoid the side effects of those same tools. Larry Roberts, Internet Hall of Fame member, original AARPANET leader, now CEO, CFO, CTO of FSA Technologies, Inc., said, as I do have 100 megabits per second of home internet access, I can mostly work at home. However, file sizes that I need to receive today of 60 megabytes need Google Drive to deliver, as email capacity is in the dark ages. And the sizes grow every year. Email must adapt as these demands grow, and TCP, Transmission Control Protocol, transfer speed also needs to increase as it is stuck in the 1990s at 20 to 30 megabits per second. As shopping has also gone digital, package delivery requiring signature can be easily included when working at home, whereas it would become a major problem otherwise. In fact, work can be seamlessly intermixed with running a household. Eliminating commuting and fixed work hours allows working a 12-hour day, which I need. Thus, with increased internet capacity at home, more work can be done, with far less stress for those workers not tied to hardware in the office. James Blodgett, an advisory board member with the Lifeboat Foundation, wrote, important work is shared. When several string theorists published several papers predicting black hole production at particle colliders, I became involved with the collider controversy. The original safety considerations had glaring holes. I made contacts with safety experts and scientists who were also concerned. I started a global risk reduction special interest group in Mensa. I became an advisory board member of the Lifeboat Foundation, one of thousands, and I participated in writing petitions and contacting people. Ellipsis. The main thing we accomplished was to get CERN, the organization sponsoring the then upcoming Large Hadron Collider, to do a second safety study. Marshall Kirk McCusick, computer scientist, said, today I have worked on a problem in my open source community, FreeBSD, in which over the past 24 hours has involved colleagues in 10 time zones, including Ukraine, Germany, United Kingdom, Massachusetts, Iowa, California, Hawaii, Japan, Australia and India through a combination of email, messaging and IRC, Internet Relay Chat. This would have been impossible before the Internet. Jordan LaBouffe, associate professor of psychology at the University of Maine, commented, there are so many ways, from allowing me to stay connected to my family and other relationships while I travel for work and research, to being able to translate or navigate on the fly in difficult cross-cultural situations. The one that springs to mind is actually my wife's work experience. 2 years ago, due in part to the challenges of living with multiple chronic health conditions, my wife left her successful job as a cell technologist at a local hospital to pursue digital journalism. It has allowed her to work from home and write for a large public audience about research surrounding bipolar disorder. This digital environment provides her employment, and her writing supports thousands of people every week who read her research that she accesses digitally, and writing and who get social support and well-being tips from it. It's a remarkable way the digital world has improved our physical one. Tom Walzian, chairman at the Video Call Center LLC, said, "My family's creation of the Video Call Center to produce broadcast-quality television from the 4 billion global smartphones, and related patents and other intellectual property to make it reliable and cost-effective, has enabled a flattening of traditional live video access, enabling programs based on zero-cost live remotes from about anywhere on the planet without field origination, transport, or control room costs. This means that any media organization can put about anyone on the air from anywhere, restricted only by the depth of the producer's contact list." Jane Elizabeth, director of the Accountability Journalism program at the American Press Institute, wrote, "Digital technology has allowed my small non-profit organization to work efficiently and effectively from wherever we are in the world. For non-profits and even small for-profit organizations, you just can't overstate the positive benefits of this type of mobility. There are absolute cost savings in overhead travel, hourly wages, and there are qualitative benefits in employee work-life balance, productivity and emotional health." Jeremiah Foster, an open-source technologist at the GENIVI Alliance, said, "I lived and worked in Sweden for about 15 years. Recently I moved back to the United States to be with family. Since I'm originally from the US, I'm able to keep my employment, including my salary, my title and my day-to-day work, while living thousands of miles away from the company I work for." Eugene Daniel, a young professional based in the United States, said, "Digital technology impacts every aspect of my daily life. As a member of the media, my job depends on technology, telecommunications, social media, internet. As a person who lives apart from family and loved ones, I depend on digital communication to stay in touch, including frequently connecting on FaceTime with my girlfriend. The uses are endless." Devon Fiddler, a futurist and consultant based in the US, commented, "Sites like Upwork have allowed rethinkery labs to routinely pull together flash teams of colleagues, support and expert advisors in a way that accomplishes many tasks more efficiently than would have been humanly possible before coordination platforms." Frank Feather, a business futurist and strategist with a focus on digital transformation, commented, "Technology allowed me to quit commuting, which is asinine in this era, to quit my career job, and to become a full-time consultant, thus allowing me to help far more organizations on a freelance anywhere basis. This has been most fulfilling. Similarly, my children have built worldwide networks of friends and fellow students. We have 2 adopted daughters, and the internet has allowed one of them to find and connect with her birth family in China. None of this would be possible without the internet. The internet unifies people and combines ideas very easily." Yoram Kalman, an associate professor at the Open University of Israel, wrote, "Digital technology freed me from having to spend all of my work hours in the office. I had been telecommuting and working from home at least part of the week since the late 90s. That would not have been possible without the advent of digital communication. It allowed me to better integrate work, family commitments, leisure, health challenges of self, of children and of elderly parents, social commitments, etc. Consequently, my work is more productive. Furthermore, the ability to work across geographical and national borders opened new opportunities that made my work more exciting and fulfilling. Throughout this time, I had to learn and relearn how to use communication technologies in ways that empower me, and how to minimize the harm they cause. It is an ongoing learning challenge." Charlie Firestone, executive director of the Aspen Institute's Communications and Society program, said, "I run an office of 7 people. I was able to move from Washington, D.C., to California with little detriment, mostly due to video conferencing. In our case it is Skype for Business that puts each employee a touch of a button away, and the video changes the interaction from simply voice calls or email. I see video calls, a la FaceTime or Skype, to be a common activity of the future in business. Alan G. Taylor, an author and SQL structured query language teacher with Pioneer Academy, said, "Digital technology has given me opportunities that were not possible before the digital revolution began. A vast array of career opportunities opened up in a variety of fields. I became a digital design engineer and moved from there into a variety of related professions. The convenience of digital devices such as personal computers and smartphones has enhanced life greatly, both for me and for every member of my family." Adam Montville, a vice president at the Center for Internet Security, said, "I have the privilege of working from home each and every day. While there are some aspects of office life I miss, the truth is that technology has made this possible. For our family, this has been immeasurably valuable. I can work more productively at different times of day, all while maintaining healthy boundaries for work-life balance, which really isn't about hard boundaries as much as it is about unobtrusively blending the two. Before such technology existed, I had to commute. I had to be tied down to a specific schedule each and every day. I couldn't connect to colleagues from a mountainside or a sailboat. It just wasn't possible." Ann Adams, a technical writer based in North America, said, "It gave me a profession, one that did not exist when I was growing up." Vincent Alcazar, director at Vincent Alcazar LLC, wrote, "The growing mobility of labor cannot be underestimated, and the primary enabler is the gig economy with the internet as its engine. The gig economy only grows from here, as does its entwinement within people's lives." Thank you.